Hi everyone, today I'll be teaching you how do you block website with using the programming skills after you have installed the Visual Studio Code. In here, we're going to create a folder, any name that you like. So I'm going to put here as block website folder. Inside this block website folder, I wanted you all to open up it with Visual Studio Code. Inside this Visual Studio Code, it will come up a welcoming page. In this welcoming page, you can just close it, not to worry. Then I want you to create a 3 files. First thing you need to create is called content.javascript. Next, create manifest.json. And lastly, I want you to create small win.html. Okay, so having these 3 files is quite important as you're later going to make up your blog website project. First and foremost, manifest.json is where the starting point of your code. Since this is a JSON, so you got to begin your code with curly bracket. Okay, and the rest I'm going to copy and paste it here. Then later you pause the video and then you just slowly type it on your own. Okay, so when the programming starts, you come into here and then you find, if let's say there is a content script, then you enter to content.js. Okay, so let's go to the content.javascript. Okay, so you can just copy it on your own. All right, next, inside here I'm going to type it. I'm going to put here some function. Then how do you call the function? And also an input. Okay, so the function on top, as I mentioned, in here, okay, we're going to build a function. I'm just going to go and copy paste, put here. Okay, so this is the function that I have built. Okay, next I'm going to put how do you call this function. Okay, put here. Okay, so this call functions, it means that I'm calling this thing, this piece of line. Okay, then as for the input, what kind of input that should I put? Okay, this piece of line is calling, it's like we're giving some input data into here. Then here it'll be transferred inside here and it'll be called into here. It'll be transferred into here. Okay, so the meaning is that twitter.com, www.facebook.com is mean that we are capturing this piece of string, the behind string. Okay, not including the one behind, not including this one. Okay, so at here, when the function enter here, it will just enter, okay, in this 3 line. Firstly, this one is the one capturing, which is the behind path, as I mentioned. href, this whole thing is means the whole URL, the whole full line of URL. And lastly is the origin. Origin means is this one up to here only, without taking the line after the backslash. So for our case here, I'm going to be using the full URL. And this full URL, it dot split means that from this piece of string here, it'll be split into 1, 2, 3, and 4. So inside here, web.1 is just now the input as we just now place it. Dot includes the path array. Path array is referring to this one. Means we are taking number 2. Okay, so if let's say it detects, includes means if it detects, then it will run this part. Okay, then in here we are injecting this piece of CSS, the color of power blue, and the font size is 100 pixel. With the string, this is a block, this side is block, and then after that we're going to put a timer here, means that it's a 4-second timer. It's a 4-second. So delay means we are calling this function, this is a time after 4 seconds, then this is a string. This string will be put into here, and inside here is called until here. It's something like we are doing this function. It's where we place the input here, enter here. As for this one, the string here is enter here, and that means it come here. Okay, then this is the window.location replace, means that we are replacing whatever the website that we are about to enter, we are replacing with any Christian websites that you can think of. Okay, so this is the content.js. Lastly, we are going to talk about the small window.html. It's where the HTML that created, then after that, before we redirect to the YouTube. So I'm just going to copy and paste here. Okay, so these things is just a simple blank website with this one to inject, and then later you're going to see what's going to happen. Okay, since we have all these three, we're going to press Ctrl S and Ctrl S to save all of this. Okay, once you have done, inside your folder right now, you're going to have three files here. Then after that, there's one more file that you can Google the images, which is called as this one. You can just like Google and just place it here. Okay, so now you have 4 files ready. All right, now since you have done ready, let's open up the website. Okay, how are we going to put just now the project that we have done? Go to here, go to more tools, extension, turn on your developer mode, put your blog website inside here. Okay, then you can just turn on, refresh it whenever you change. If let's say you change any piece of code, you can, if let's say you make a changes at here, your piece of code here, let's say you put Instagram, then you Control S. So whatever changes you made, when you come here, you just press the refresh button. Okay, now let's give a try. So let's start with Twitter, for example. I'm going to press enter, and you can see this side is blocked with the aqua color blue, powder blue color. This is the CSS. Jesus loves you. This is where it comes from. Here, Jesus loves you. Okay, all right. And just now, as I mentioned just now about the HTML, just now the small window, actually I'm so sorry, it's referring to this at the top here. If you, let's say you do not want this thing to be at here, you can just close it. Then if you want it to pop up back again, you just press it. Okay, once this thing has worked already, you just press OK. Then it will direct you to one of the YouTube here. Wait for the, okay, so this is one example of the Christian website that you can just put on. Now let's try with Facebook. Press enter. It's also the same thing. because the reason is that because it finds the second part of this line. What I mean is after HTTPS, then the Facebook, Twitter, whatever is it, not ignoring the one behind, then if it's yes, then it will run this part. Well, thank you so much for watching this video and hope that it might help you. Thank you.